Good morning. So one thing that I answered on TikTok was, somebody said that they have a hard time with action. And I think that there's a lot that goes into action that we sometimes overlook. A lot of it is that, first of all, we're adding too much in at one time, or we don't really have a strong enough positive connection with the change that we're trying to make. And I think that that is vital to being successful at anything you're trying to change, because if you're coming from a space of lack or a space of negativity, then how can you create something that makes you feel good and positive, uplifted? And the other thing is we're comparing what we feel we need to be doing with what other people are doing, right? That's a big one. I follow a lot of spiritual leaders, a lot of health and fitness people, and just people that travel. And so for me, I would love to be able to meditate for 10 hours a day. I would love to be able to work out for 2 hours a day. I would love to travel all over the world and not have a care in the world. But I'm not in that space in life. I have a full-time job, a family, 2 dogs that are super, super attention needy. And, just a lot of things going on in life. So I had to recognize that my journey looks different than what someone else does. And that's okay. Like, that is absolutely okay. Because I get to be excited for the things that I do, right? When I work out for 20 minutes or I work out for 40 minutes, or heck, if I get an hour and a half one morning because I get up a little bit earlier, that feels great. If I'm able to meditate throughout the day versus, sit there and do it for an hour, if I'm able to journal at the beginning of the day or the end of the day or whenever I can, I have to be intentional, first of all, with the choices that I make. Of course, we all do. However, it doesn't have to be so rigid and cookie cutter. And this is piggybacking from yesterday's, message about we have to remind ourselves that we are not someone else, and what we do might not be what they do. And the opinion of others, that was another thing that I spoke on, was that when we're on a journey, there are always people that are going to pull your energy down, and sometimes they might not even recognize they're doing it, because they are just so apt to tell you how things need to be done, or what they did and how their journey was, or maybe even bring up your past and say, oh, well, you didn't complete this before, so what makes you think you're going to now? All different things, right? And so we have to remind ourselves that we're not them. We can sit in our emotions, right? We can sit there and be upset and pissed and, think of all the things and be negative with them and give that energy back. But that's not where we're at, right? We're trying to progress our life forward. So this is where you choose intentionally to let go of the emotions that you're holding space for. Because if you don't let that go, you're only pulling yourself down. They might not even recognize they're doing it, first of all. You could be internalizing something that they're not even doing, second of all. Third of all, they're not you. It's not your life. It is yours. It is your choice to do the things that you want to do for you. So the opinion of others, that's a whole topic I could go into, because I think that we hold way too much space in our hearts for the opinion of others when it doesn't matter. And the thing is, when you're setting out to take action, you're combating your brain, your routine, your norm, and that's stuff that's been created for a long time. So you have to give yourself time to do it, but you also have to just be intentional. I think that we have to really get out of our comfort zone with a lot of things. Like, there's a lot of times that I don't feel like doing everything that I do, but I know that if I have a specific goal and I have certain things I want to do in life, I have to stretch myself outside my comfort zone. I have to move the needle forward. And yes, do I pay attention and listen when I need breaks? Of course. That is something that is important. Do I always? No, I'm not the best at that. But I also do recognize when I need to take a step back and reflect, right? So you have to be your own cheerleader in life and doing the things for you that are going to benefit you. And it's completely up to you. I mean, you can sit there and wait for the perfect time in life to do something, but it's never going to happen, because you're never prepared. You never have enough finances. You never have all the things in line. It just doesn't happen that way. everything becomes aligned for you when you choose to acknowledge that it is already aligned, and it's going to continue to bring the life and energy that you want. So might not start out feeling right, but you get to end feeling that everything is in alignment for you right here, right now. It just takes you pushing the needle forward on the next step, right? So anyways, I hope this is helpful. Let me know what you're struggling with today, and I will reply and help you get through whatever it is that is holding you back today.